Learn something new today. Morals and Dogma Decoded. Ignorance of the people decoded and broken down. Consequences of ignorance. Pike argues that ignorance, poverty, and moral degradation are intertwined. He believes that a society's ignorance leads to its decline as people become easily manipulated by those in power who seek to exploit their simplicity. Role of public opinion. He stresses that public opinion is often misguided, shaped by prejudices and errors rather than truths. Pike claims that many of the world's miseries stem from the falsehoods widely accepted by society. Moral responsibility. The text conveys a strong moral responsibility for the knowledgeable to educate and uplift the ignorant. Pike insists that true Masonry involves addressing and ameliorating the conditions of society, particularly for the less fortunate. Hypocrisy and deception. Pike denounces those who profess to care for the people while exploiting their ignorance for personal gain. He describes hypocrisy as the homage that vice and wrong pay to virtue, indicating the insincerity in actions that contradict one's stated beliefs. Necessity of virtue. He emphasizes that for society to prosper, there must be an active effort to combat ignorance and foster virtue. This involves promoting education, moral improvement, and social responsibility among all people. Symbolism of ignorance. Darkness versus light. In many Masonic traditions, ignorance is often symbolized by darkness, while knowledge is represented as light. This duality reinforces the idea that enlightenment is a continual pursuit, vital for personal and societal growth. Reflections on society. Pike's observations were made against the backdrop of societal upheaval during his time. The themes he explores about ignorance reflect ongoing struggles with political, social, and religious adherence based on misguided beliefs. Pike posits that true freedom and social progress cannot be achieved until the ignorant are enlightened. He asserts that Masonry's mission includes fighting against ignorance, advocating for knowledge, and improving public morals. Pike's discourse on the ignorance of the people emphasizes that collective progress is rooted in individual enlightenment. His teachings implore those with knowledge to rise to the occasion, advocating for a society that prioritizes education, moral action, and the pursuit of truth. These ideals continue to resonate within modern discussions on ethics, leadership, and social responsibility. Excitata Lux, Fiat Lux, let there be light.
The ignorance of the people, their pauperism and destitution, and consequent degradation, their brutalization and demoralization, are all diseases, and we cannot rise high enough above the people, nor shut ourselves up from them enough, to escape the miasmatic contagion and the great magnetic currents. Justice is peculiarly indispensable to nations. The unjust state is doomed of God to calamity and ruin. This is the teaching of the eternal wisdom and of history. Righteousness exalteth a nation, but wrong is a reproach to nations. The throne is established by righteousness. Let the lips of the ruler pronounce the sentence that is divine, and his mouth do no wrong in judgment. The nation that adds province to province by fraud and violence, that encroaches on the weak and plunders its wards, and violates its treaties and the obligation of its contracts, and for the law of honor and fair dealing, substitutes the exigencies of greed and the base precepts of policy and craft and the ignoble tenets of expediency, is predestined to destruction.